Yo, what is going on guys? Abyss here, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you probably one of the best ability mage sets in the game. If you find today's video helpful at all, please leave a like and subscribe. Trying to hit 1k subs by the end of the year. That would mean the world to me if you sub. And yeah, let's get right into the guide. So, with the addition of Floor 7, Hypixel has added a lot of new armor sets to the game. The one I'm going to be using today is the Storm Armor. I'm using the Storm Armor because it gets you the most mana out of all the other sets. So, here's my armor. I'm using 3/4 Storm Armor, not completely 5-star, almost. 5-star helmet and 2 4-star pieces for boots and leggings. For the chest piece, I'm using a Necromancer Lord chestplate. The reason I am not using the Storm chestplate is because the Storm chestplate is extremely expensive. As you can see, the cheapest Storm chestplate on the entire auction house is 92 million. Yeah, pretty pricey. So if you're wondering how to get your hands on the Storm armor, what you have to do is get the Wither armor from floor 7 and combine it with a laser eye. So you take 8 of these bad boys, surround the armor piece with the laser eyes, and it will convert it to a Storm armor. One cool thing that you can do is if you have the armor already, you can change what you surround the armor with. So if you take the Diamant handle, surround it with the Storm armor, it's actually going to convert it to a Necron armor. Or a Necron piece, I should say. So keep that in mind in case you do want to change your set. It's probably cheaper to just sell it and buy the other piece you want, maybe, depending on what you want. Necron does go for quite a lot right now. As you can see, the cheapest Necron armor, clean, is like 25 mil. Chestplate, 118, so yeah, keep that in mind. These sets are pretty expensive. There are a lot of alternatives you can use to the weapons I'm using. I'm using the Ice Spray Wand and the Spirit Scepter. You probably can replace them with like an Ink Wand, Midas Staff, Frozen Scythe, things like that, but I prefer using these two. If I could afford a 100 mil Midas Staff, I probably would get it, but I'm not really Catacombs 25 yet, so I can't even use the Midas Staff in the dungeon, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Spirit Scepter and Ice Spray combined is extremely OP, and I'll show you in the dungeon when we get there. I'm also using a Voodoo Doll. Of course, we all know the Voodoo Doll is really strong. It does 32k damage a second for 10 seconds, and does even more in the dungeon, since it scales with mana. Oh, I probably should have gone over the Reforges. I'm using Necrotic on the helmet and leggings. I did put Giant on the boots just for a little bit of HP. You could go with Necrotic if you want to squeeze every last bit of mana, but I went with Giant because I'm a little bit squishy as a mage. It's not all 5-star yet, I haven't really perfected the set. And for the chest plate, of course, going to Loving. And yeah, let's go to the pets. For the pets, I am using the Sheep, of course, for the bonus intelligence and ability damage. Also reduces the mana cost of your abilities and increases your total mana on dungeons. Make sure you use a textbook on it, because it increases your pet's intelligence by 100%, so even more mana, which is nice. And for the second pet, which I'm going to be using for the boss fights. So in the boss rooms, the floor 6 and 7, I'm going to be switching from my pet to a legendary whale. I would love to have this at level 100, but I do need to level it up more. These are the stats so far. Ingest, doesn't really matter. But you're really looking for the gain defense for every 20 max HP. Typically, by the end of a dungeon run, I have 11k HP, so I gain quite a bit of defense from that. Also, the last perk, gain 12% total health, really helps out a lot in the boss fight. Also, I put a Shellman on it. Now, for the Talisman, there are different reforges you can go with, but the one I have went with is Demonic. Of course, Bazaar I think gives more mana than Demonic in total, but Bazaar does minus crit damage, and I don't really like minus crit damage. So I'm taking a little bit less mana, and I'm just, you know, not getting the minus crit damage, which sucks. You do gain some strength out of it. I want to say go with the Yeti in the boss fight instead of a whale, mainly because you don't get too much strength from demonic, only 99. I have a total of 400 intelligence. I think with Bazaar, I can get 600 with all my talisman. I'm missing a little bit of talismans. I think I'm missing like 10 of them maybe, like the more expensive ones, but this is currently what I am running. So I think I went over everything you guys need to know. Let's get right into the dungeons. I'll see you then. Also, FYI, I kind of need a dungeons team. I don't really have anyone to run it with these days. So if you're interested in running like floor 7s and things like that, join the Discord or message me on Discord, either or, and we'll try and get a little dungeon team going. Alright, here we are on the dungeon. There really isn't a point to using a dungeon potion. You don't really use the crit chance and crit damage, so you're only really using it for regen and the speed and resistance. It's really up to you if you want to use them. It's not really needed. It is going to help in the long run though. Let's look at this damage. So with no buffs, each bat hits for around 130 to 160. Kind of depends on what mob you hit. Some mobs have more defense than others. So pretty much all you gotta do is hold down the right click and just aim it at an enemy and everything dies. Not much skill involved with the ability-based mage. Shouldn't really have any trouble. These guys are getting smacked pretty hard, not gonna lie. Alright, I'm just gonna skip to the end by blood room or boss fight. You guys have seen the middle of a dungeon 1,000 times, so I'll see you guys then. Alright, well, I was going to show the blood room, but my team already did it. I actually have a pretty good team for once. Typically when I use Party Finder, my team is like garbage, but this guy's got like full Necron and 4 Bone Meringue, so... Alright, here we are in the boss fight. I'm going to switch to the whale pet so I can actually survive. So make sure you do that. And yeah, I don't think I'll have a problem. Like I said, this guy is pretty stacked with the bone. Terracottas are done. Let's go test them out on the giants. I mean, this guy's gonna murk him. No real point in doing it. He's gonna kill him extremely fast. But around 100k a shot. Like I said, you could do more. I probably... No, I do have Shadow Goblins on. Let me swap them and see how much mana I get. Alright, so with the sheep pet and storm armor, I have over 10k mana, which is pretty nuts. Let me see what my effective HP is. Wow, I think he just one-hit the boss. That's crazy. Like I said, I have a really good team surprisingly. My effective HP is 344, not the best. I have gotten over 100, not 100. I have gotten over 400,000 EHP before. Really just depends on the buffs you get. This is probably gonna end the video here. I'm not gonna test it out in floor 7 as much as I want to. I feel like I probably would be fine. I'm not too sure about the Wither Skeletons and boss fight. I do need to level up my whale pet for sure. If it's level 100, I mean, I don't think you're gonna die with a level 100 whale pet. But since I don't really have a floor 7 group to run with, I guess we're only gonna do floor 6 for today. I'm sorry about that. I am gonna try to get the Storm Chestplate and maybe get a floor 7 group and make another video about it. Stay tuned for that. But if you did enjoy the video, leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1k by the end of the year. It would mean the absolute world to me if you guys would subscribe. So please subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed today's video, and join the Discord. Link is in the description for that, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.